So it doesn't really come to no surprise that Stop Killing Games, I would say, is under attack by an EU lobbying group called Video Games Europe. It does not surprise me at all. So this is what the statement that they made, I think yesterday. I think they made it. Last week, but you get the point. I'll read it to you. We appreciate the passion of our community. However, the decision to discontinue online services is multi-faced and never taken lightly, and must be an option to companies when online experiences are no longer commercially viable. It wasn't just online games. It's for every game to have an end-of-life plan, not just online games. We understand this is disappointing for players, but when it does happen, the industry ensures players that is a fair notice of prospective change in compliance with local consumer protection laws. No, that's not really the case. That's not really the case. This whole thing started because Ubisoft took the crew offline and took it away from everyone, basically running off with their money. Private servers are not always a viable option for players, private servers are not always a viable alternative option for players. Yeah, I very much doubt that. Yeah, there are plenty of private servers out there that work. But let's continue. As the protections we put in place to secure players' data, remove illegal content, and combat unsafe community content would not exist if we leave the rights holders liable. In addition to many titles that design from the ground up to be online only, in effect, the proposal would curtain developer choices, making these video games prohibitively expensive to create. That's coming from a lot of corporations, which we'll get into in a minute. We'll welcome the opportunity to discuss our position policy makings when it leads to Europe Citizens Initiative in the coming months. Now, it does not come to surprise me. I mean, this is their manifesto, 2024 to 2029. I mean, you can pause to read. it because I really cannot be asked to read through most of it. But this does not come to us as a surprise when you think about it with all these corporations. Now you got national trades associations, but you can see the big players such as EA, Epic Games, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Take-Two Interactive, Ubisoft, Warner Bros, Riot, and so forth, and a lot of these games. So it does not come to the way they phrase this when it's coming from corporations who have massive budgets, who have massive amounts of money. Really does not come to surprise me, and it does not even surprise me of their boards. So you got boards from Warner Bros, Epic, EA, Activision, Embracer, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Take-Two, Ubisoft, Bandy, Square Enix. The list goes on. So it really does not come to a surprise to me that this is who the people that this lobbying is representing these corporations. It does not really surprise me at all. And I think they're intentionally misrepresenting this just so they don't have to have it through. Just so it doesn't get thrown. Just so it gets thrown out by the EU. That's what I think. Because they want to be able to sell people a quote-unquote license that they can revoke at any time. I mean, that's literally what it says in Blizzard's terms of service. That's what it says in Blizzard's TOS. They can just take away they can take away it whenever they like without even giving you a warning. That's probably why. But again, if you're from Europe, do sign this petition. Keep signing it, as we've got until the end of the month. got until the end of the month. So that's 3 weeks. So that's about from Thursday, 3 weeks from now. Okay, see you later. Also, before I go, while it's good to continue the UK petition, again, I'll leave them both in the description. It is climbing. We have reached the required signatures. But anyway, it doesn't come to the surprise that a European lobbying group is not backing this. Because, well, look at the list. See you later.